Hello, this is the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. Been watching my shows. Been continuing on with Rory Rocks and City the Animation. Ain't none of you motherfuckers watched the City the Animation episode because I posted it at the wrong time, and you're gonna live to regret it.
This is
Anyway,
true.
how are you guys?
Watch City the Animation. Hi. Not bad. I'm Joey. Frankly, I've been busy, so I haven't been doing any of that. Points, gestures, and everything. Um, I really should have watched some City the Animation. I thought about it, and then my ADHD went, no, we're gonna watch home renovation YouTube again.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
It's
City is
gotten
just
to the point where you installed a time thing to make it go faster.
I installed a fast forwarder so that I could watch home renovation videos at 5 times speed and melt my brain into a puddle. 'Cause
I
this
was
is a
there for
normal
that
thing to do.
conversation, and it was some of the craziest shit I've ever heard.
So I'm
It's
gonna
pretty
level.
epic.
I'm gonna level with y'all listeners. I tend to watch the anime episodes that we review at 6 times speed. So
How
Joey
can you?
was.
Which
Hmm?
is crazy, by the way. Like, I'm
It's
watching
not. It's normal.
English-speaking YouTube video at at somewhere between 2 and 5 times speed. At 5 times speed becomes really hard to understand what they're saying.
I was about to say, like, how can you determine anything about what you're viewing at that speed?
Okay, listen, it's easier for me if the audio is in a different language and it's subtitled because I read really fast.
Oh
I mean,
man,
fair enough.
y'all got me
The
shook.
the audio is just a bonus. It's a little treat.
Listeners, I watch things at 1 time speed, always.
Look at this guy over
Listen.
here living in the
Yeah,
slow
what the
lane.
hell?
I like to experience things as they were made.
But hi, I'm Louie. Did I do the anime this week? It's been a couple weeks since I've been on. I've been on since I finished G-Cloaks, right?
Uh,
Maybe. I don't remember.
Well, that was good. What else did I watch? I watched some of that them their what the fuck? Vigilant To Be Hero X, that's what it was.
yeah.
Yeah, that one seemed
Um
fun.
it's
I don't
cool.
think we've been on since K-pop Demon Hunters, if you want to talk about that.
Okay, K-pop Demon Hunters is fucking amazing, guys. Go watch
K-pop
that movie if
Demon
you haven't watched it.
Hunters pops off so severely. What a
It
good
K-pops off.
movie. It K-pops off. And also, you're gonna be singing the songs forever. Forever,
I
forever. For real,
I
for real.
do listen to Golden at least like twice a day.
It's a musical, and I don't go there, and even I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not a musical fan, and I was like really big on this. It was good.
Yeah, that's the thing is it's a musical and it's also like pretty severely like a silly cartoon kids movie, but it's
It's
really good. Like
if
this is
yeah.
the thing. Like when we say you can make good kids movies, points at K-pop Demon Hunters. It's right there. It's severely good. Anyhow,
Yeah. If you haven't heard of it yet, which if you've been on the internet
there's no way.
chronically, I don't know how you haven't. It's done by the people who did Spider-Verse, and it's really good. It's very good.
Yes.
And I think they have more movies planned. Don't quote me on that.
Good to
I
look
think I
at.
think there's more content planned, and I'm excited about that.
Do you guys want some news?
Yes.
Sure.
Let me find my news. All right. So, this is something to look forward to, and then a series of events listeners of ours could actually go to. Unlike
Oh
some of
shit.
the early podcast news stories where I was reporting on pop-up cafes that were not occurring on the same continent.
Right.
Yeah, obscure. I mean, maybe we have listeners in Japan. I hope we don't have listeners
I
in
hope we
Japan.
don't. That's
I
that
hope we don't have
Don't
listeners.
listen to us.
I've said some shit. I've said
Naruhodo.
I've spoken their language poorly.
That's an understatement. Okay, go ahead.
John
What do we got?
Bate.
What do we
Uh,
got?
new Avatar: The Last Airbender content, and that they're going to make a sequel series to Korra, based in a wasteland.
That shit looks
The
awesome.
B
It
I still
it
need to
looks
see Korra. I'm not gonna
the
lie.
image they I didn't finish it. probably should.
would be up for watching that. Let's watch Korra.
Hey, let's
Bye,
watch
guys.
But
Korra.
the image they posted really hit me hard because it is a desert landscape with shitloads of crystals in it, and I was just like, John Gerard Mobius, is that you? Are you
Neuron
doing?
activation.
You showing people the crystals again? um, so that's cool as hell. Okay, now onto the list of things our viewers could participate in should they so desire. Uh, there's going to be U.S. theatrical screenings of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz again for its
Ooh.
30th anniversary.
Yeah.
You
I'll
want to go
see
to
it.
that shit? It's going to be all over the fucking place.
How accessible is this to a non-Gundam person? Is this like a condensed version of one of the animes?
I don't know.
or-
I didn't watch Wing.
Fair enough.
I thought it was kind of dumb, but a
valid.
lot of people
Yeah.
love it.
Listen,
I was gonna
I
say I
thought
can't
maybe you
believe
knew.
1979 was 30 years ago, and then I remembered that's not
It's
right.
like, oh
Uh
no.
oh.
So you
Ruh-roh.
duo Maxwell enjoyers can go out there and see that movie. Kodansha House returns to NYC in October with another interactive experience from major manga creators. This is a event run by the Kodansha Publishing Company where they have rented out like a pop-up in New York City that will have all kinds of shit in it. That you can go to Soho and there will be hands-on workshops, interactive exhibits, curated fan experiences such as movie screenings and date nights. Don't know what the fuck that means. Titles
Aw.
such as Attack on Titan, Blue Lock, and Ghost in the Shell, among others, are featured in the exhibit lineup.
Imagine going to date night and like it's Attack on Titan and you're just like,
I
oh
was just
man.
Oh
thinking that.
man, a
I
major
was gonna say at
highlight
least 2 out of 3 of them are good.
It's
of this
true.
year's event will be rare U.S. appearances by 3 prominent manga creators. The guests have yet to be announced, but they will be doing QA and autograph signings.
Watch this be how they reveal Mura and Toriyama are still alive.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Last
Uh-oh.
year's edition featured Shuzo Oshimi, the Flowers of Evil, Tsubasa Yamaguchi from Blue Period, love that show, and Makoto Yukimura from Vinland Saga.
Ooh.
Wait, this is like a 3 for 3 for bangers, actually.
This is a pretty cool thing.
That's a good
Um,
lineup.
and finally, Crunchyroll Anime Nights movie program is launching in the US. This is going to be very accessible, depending on whether or not you actually want to fucking go to this shit, because it will be everywhere. They are doing a program where they are going to rent out theater space to show anime on Anime Night at a number of select theater locations from Alamo Draft House, AMC, Regal Cinemark, Harkins
Wow.
Theaters, and Lamarck Cinemas all over the country, uh, hosting screenings every third Monday of the month.
Mm.
Starting with a pair of I listen, it's gonna be Dragon Maid and Overlord.
Oh,
Hmm.
I've heard
Not my
Overlord's interesting.
not my favorites, but hey, you might want to go to that shit. And now you
Yeah.
know it exists.
Go watch those shows, you freaks. I
Isn't
guess.
Overlord like a wish fulfillment isekai type thing?
It is kind of that. Yeah, it is a 30-year-old businessman gets dragged
Yeah.
into another world in the form of
Yeah.
his MMO character who happened to be a fucking lich.
He's like a cool
Mm.
skeleton of some sort. Is that true?
He's a spooky, scary skeleton. So Jojo, you had something for us this time to break my strangle grip on the schedule.
I do have a choice to break your stranglehold and perhaps your spine.
Mm,
Oh.
Pop quiz
Oh.
mm.
regarding something that we watched on the show previously. Who remembers the case study of Vanitas?
I do remember that. I believe I referred to him as a onceler-like.
This sounds
Perhaps
familiar.
a dated reference at this point.
Oh yes, definitely. Um, Do we perhaps know another show that, or I guess manga, that the same author would have been responsible for?
No,
Digimon.
I don't know anything about anything.
This week we're going to be watching Pandora Hearts.
Oh shit, let's see that.
We're gonna go watch that one this week.
You got to be careful with anime pocket watches. You might get the good pocket watch that just has the date on the inside, or you might get the evil pocket watch that plays the song that takes you to the nightmare dimension.
Yeah, I always hate when
There's
the
much to
pocket
consider.
watch. Yeah.
You ever be walking around and fall into a hole with a secret grave in it?
Oh man, I was hoping that I would find something cool in this hole, but instead, nope, it's the cursed amulet again.
It's a
Damn it.
grave with a tree somehow.
This is
It was
kind of how Final Fantasy 3 starts.
I'm gonna hit this blurb for you guys because I
Oh
don't get to
boy.
read them that often.
You're gonna get to read some crazy shit that doesn't
You get to
happen in
read
this
some words.
episode.
To young Oz Vesalius, heir to the Vesalius Duke House, the perilous world called the Abyss is nothing more than a folk tale used to scare misbehaving children. However, when Oz's coming of age ceremony is interrupted by the malicious Baskerville clan intent on banishing him to the depths of the abyss, the Vesalius heir realizes that his peaceful life of luxury is at an end. Now he must confront the world of the abyss and its dwellers, the monstrous chains, which are both not quite as fake as he once believed. Based on the supernatural fantasy manga of the same name, Pandora Hearts tells the story of 15-year-old Oz's journey to discover the meaning behind the strange events that have overtaken his life. Assisted by a mysterious chain named Alice, whose nickname is Bloodstained Black Rabbit.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
there's a piquant flavor off of this one. Um, and members of of a clandestine organization known as Pandora, Oz begins to realize his existence may have more meaning than he could have ever imagined. Okay, yeah, that's
This was
that's
this was
that's the answer to the question the first episode asks. Great job at the blurb factory, dipshits.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Anyhow, this was the time of anime when all all people who were writing anime really were obsessed with Alice in Wonderland.
so I was going to bring that up. There is a what Zoomers would call a prehistory of anime from before the 2010s isekai trend, where they were chasing a couple of different things, but one of the things was everything is Castlevania. Uh, and this is a pretty good example, a good example of that, especially the OP, which is
Oh yeah.
Castlevania music with lyrics.
With lyrics.
So to begin, we come in media res during a storm to a through the window to an ancient manor house. There's actually a cool shot here because you're coming in on a crane shot towards the window, and then when the lightning strikes, it changes the lighting so that you can see Oz collapsed on the floor through the window. Which that's a nice one.
It was fun.
But yeah, as we come in, this 15-year-old is being dragged away by many robed men who are passing judgment on him uh,
Judgment.
with the
Literally,
power of the chains for the crime of his existence.
they're literally saying a fucking Gabriel Ultra kill line at him. Your crime is existence. Come on. What the hell?
Creature of steel. Anyway, um, so yeah, it opens up with that, and then we get treated to a whole first episode of basically a young nobleman pissing off the staff that work for his uncle. Uh,
He's a lovable little scamp. It's fine.
he's a little bastard. But yeah, it's maids and Miss Kate, who I assume is a senior servant, perhaps the mistress of all the maids. Um, I forget what the name of that is. I think it's just head maid. Uh,
Probably
but
something
it is a
like that.
position
Yeah.
that you get whenever you have a lot of servants. But they are attempting to find young Oz, who is stuffed up in an armoire with a girl whose name I didn't even catch. She barely got to speak. I assume she is possibly a
Alice?
little sister.
Why
Um,
do I want to say her name is Alice? That doesn't
I
seem
think
right,
it's like
does it?
Ada or something.
It's something
it's
with an A.
Ada.
Yeah, that might be it, actually.
Um,
And then there's Gilbert.
there's Gilbert. Because yeah, Miss Kate and her maid goons uh, burst into a room occupied by another young man, Gilbert, and she immediately starts haranguing him. She'd be like, as the young master's permanent, personal, not permanent, Jesus, uh,
Uh-oh.
personal servant, you should know where he is. And he's just like, I don't really know. I don't know. I haven't seen him since noon. Uh, while he's in the armor behind him. Uh, and this maid woman is straight to the point because she's like she grips into his shoulders and she's just like, tell me where he is,
She's
Gilberto-san.
she's gonna threaten him now. Because he doesn't
uh,
like cats, I guess.
yeah, and she's just like, you know what the young master told me once? It's just like, what? It's just like that you can't stand cats, and she
She
does
starts
the thing
waving
from
a
the
cat.
mummy at him. And he's just like, no, they went to the lake. And she's just like, the lake. And she drops the cat and leaves. And then Oz and his sister tumble out of the armoire. And they're just like, good work, Oz. And he's just like, Miss Kate's going to be so mad at me. Uh, but now they can go running around some more. And they're going to go check out the chapel. Uh, they go into it a little later, but the building, the manor they're running around is not their home. They do not own this place. They are using it for the coming of age ceremony because that's apparently all it's used for. Nobody lives here permanently. Um, so there's a lot to explore. Uh, so yeah, they go in they go and check out the chapel. This is a strange chapel to me. Did you notice that there's no like
Yes.
iconography in there?
Yeah.
It
It's weird.
you can tell it's a chapel from its form, but it doesn't have any of the dressings. Also, weirdly, in the place where the altar would be,
The
is in
big
fact
clock.
a huge fucking staircase up to a second level where there is a large stopped clock set into the wall. I'm just like, this is ominous, actually. Um,
It's extremely ominous. The
Hmm.
vibes.
I was just thinking about like I was giving it more thought than it really deserved, but like, what kind of church service takes place there that you have to like ascend a incredibly steep staircase just to approach the altar? But
It almost feels like they use this like exclusively for ceremonial, like
maybe, but I don't know. And a position in which the religious authority is like significantly above you is a weird experience. Um, but yeah, they come to check it out, and they're just like, wow, I'm getting a weird feeling from that silent clock, and the disembodied voice is just like, ah, yes, the silent clock. They say when the prophesied one finally comes, the bell will ring out and shatter the silence, and he's just like, who's there? Who's saying that? And he
that's so
turns around.
scary.
And then he gets picked up by his collar from behind because his uncle is there and has lifted both him and Gilbert. And it's just like, do you know how hard I had to look for you guys? uh, because he's avoiding things. He's avoiding getting dressed for the ceremony this evening because he's the one coming of age and he's playing hooky. But his uncle is relatively understanding. He's a pretty chill guy. Um, and they're sitting around talking uh, about the history of the palace and how it must have been there Must have been before the tragedy, because one of the scenes they keep cutting back to is a like fantasy city, almost like an isekai city, but being halfway destroyed by a straight up like Akira level black dome explosion event. like the explosion just peels things apart at its
Yeah,
edges.
it was crazy. It was big
Um,
and scary.
yeah, they keep cutting back to that whenever somebody mentions it. And his uncle is a cool guy, and he explains it's just like, hey, I'm willing to cut you a lot of slack as long as you don't fuck around at the ceremony. And also here, he hands him a package. He's like, I hope I got the right size. And then Miss Kate comes banging on the door, asking after him to see if he's found the young master. And he's just like, "That's my cue to go." And Gilbert was just like, "Come on, you said you were only going to explore for like 3 hours." And just like, "I want to explore some more. We only have this opportunity once."
We're still children. Let
Uh,
us frolic.
so he goes to hop out the window, and his uncle again is just like, "Don't all right, I'll cover for you, but don't screw around, or I'll send the ghost to the abyss after you." Uh, and yeah,
It's like,
they go
okay.
gallivanting off. Uh, this place looks like Anne Orlando. It's crazy.
It's
Like it's
huge.
way
It's
too
crazy.
big.
It's so big.
But yeah, he's leading them up this huge staircase, and he's just like, "Where are we going?" It's just like, I found a spot." And while they're walking up the staircase, the little girl is just like Oz, what's the abyss? And he's just like,
Such a crazy.
should I tell you this? But it's just like, well,
Like, time to explain what hell is to a child.
they say it's a jail, or they say it's a jail where where if they send you there, you can never come back. Uh, and she's just like, oh god. And Gilbert elaborates, just it's like, well, they say that the spirits that live there come and take away bad people who have committed crimes to somewhere horrible. And that's where the conversation ends. They don't they don't couch it or anything. So she's just got to like live with that as like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, thanks. It's like having your big brother explain what hell is to you
Yeah,
rather than your
literally, that
parents
is
or your
Mhm.
preacher.
pretty much exactly what this was. She's just like, oh, that's scary. I'm
She's just
scared.
like, that's
And that's it.
psychologically damaging.
And then they're just like, well, anyhow, time to look at the scenery for a bit.
Yeah, because they get up to the spot, and he's right. It's a good spot. This villa is overlooking is on a cliff top, so it's overlooking a wide valley, and they can see the capital from there. And they're just like, wow, this is actually a pretty good spot. Uh, and they have a conversation about because he takes the thing out of the package that his uncle gave him, and he throws it at Gilbert, and it's clothes, and he's just like, aren't these too small? And he's just like, well, they're not for me, they're for you. I want you to come to the ceremony and participate in it. He's just like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. I'm just a servant. He's just like, you're not coming as a servant. You're coming as my friend. And he's just like, oh no, God, oh God, fuck, oh jeez, oh man, fuck.
The sentiment is very sweet, though.
Yeah, because he's just like you're my friend and I like you and I don't care what the other nobles think. If I have a little orphan boy put a robe on me at the end of the ceremony, it's not even that big a deal. Uh, but they're interrupted because he hears a strange tune. Here's music, and he says, "Do you hear that music?" And they say, "What do you mean?" And he steps out into the courtyard, and Gilbert follows him, and they fall through a big fucking hole.
A chasm opens beneath their
The
feet.
ground opens up.
Welcome to Made in Abyss.
Yeah,
No.
no, not that,
No,
not that.
wait, no.
But yeah, and they get up and they're just like, "Are we still alive, Gilbert?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it seems somehow to be the case." Uh, and whenever they stand up, they're in a strange underground chamber that has first of all, a tree in it,
Yeah.
which is a large tree. So I assume the top part of it is poking above the ground, and nobody ever wondered where the fucking roots were. But
Maybe they thought it was a bush.
but at the base of the
He thought
tree,
it was a bush.
At the base of the tree is a grave signified by a gigantic Celtic cross, always an anime favorite of this era.
Classic.
With a pocket watch wrapped around one of the arms of the cross. And they approach it, and Gilbert tries to read it, and he says, "Oh, well, it's too faded to make out anything in the inscription." And Oz immediately goes to take the pocket watch. And he reaches out for it, and as soon as he touches it, he feels strange. And he opens it up and winds it, while Gilbert just sort of looks on in confusion. And when the tune starts playing, he falls away into darkness because he is going to have what, without context, I must assume is a psychotic episode.
Yeah,
This-
from the outside, this had to have looked like he just went blank faced for like several minutes. I don't know.
in a fuge episode, because he finds himself in a strange chamber. He's like, what where am I? It's got a checkered floor, but
This is where we're really breaking out the Wonderland vibes, because
yeah,
there's
we're breaking up the Wonderland shit, because as he turns around, he becomes cognizant of the fact that this room is filled with dolls, and they are all looking at him, like actively looking at him and speaking about him. They say, "Oh, she'll be so pleased that you've
He's
come back."
Oh, he's
And
back.
he's just like, "What do you mean I'm back?" She's like, "What? I've never been here before in my life. What the fuck is going on?" And a girl appears from behind a curtain. She says, "Oh, hush, all of you! You'll make him more startled than he already is." And she comes through and she says, "I am so delighted to see you back." And she goes to hug him and passes through him directly like a ghost. And this does not seem to phase her. Because she just
phases him.
continues. Yeah, it phases him. It phases through him.
She phases through him. Yeah.
And she just continues her monologue about how she doesn't mind not being able to leave here as long as he's here with her to assuage her loneliness. And he says, like, what are you? And at the question, what are you? She does turn on him and plunge him into darkness, into an abyss, a fucking bottomless hole.
Made in Abyss.
No, stop talking about Made in Abyss. While she's actively trying to strangle him, just says, "You know what? I'll kill you." She does a Gundam. She does a Hero Yui Gundam. "I'll kill you." Actually, come to think of it, the doll that she dropped earlier kind of looked like the girl from Gundam Wing. That's unusual, but yeah, she whispers in his ears. She's just being like, "I'll make sure you know about sorrow and pain and fresh blood, and and by the end, uh, you'll know about all of this before I kill you with my own hands."
And they
And she
do draw
produces-
her with the most demented, like
Yeah.
stereotypical anime scary mouth you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Jeff the Killer-ish.
She's got the featureless face with the crack mouth.
Yeah.
And she produces a knife from somewhere, and it's just about the time that the point is going to pierce his eye, he comes back to himself. With Gilbert, and he's just like, "What was any of that?" And Gilbert's just like, "You okay? You just kind of went blank there for a minute." And he's just like, I don't know what any of that was." And then they just leave. They just leave the hole. They don't need any help to get out or anything.
Yeah.
There's like a staircase. It's strange.
What I expect happened there is that there was a basin basically in the courtyard that you walk down to the base of that tree,
Yeah,
and for
that makes
some
sense.
insane reason they cobbled over it.
Bricked over, but like only the non-stairs part. Like, I don't know, because it looked like there used to be stairs down there.
Yeah, there were stairs down there, and they covered them up.
Maybe because and he didn't put the cursed
pocket
watch back.
Well,
He keeps
well,
that.
Well, yeah, because as they're walking away, he's just like, "Are you sure it's all right to keep that?" And he's just like, "Oh, it's all right. I'll ask my uncle whose grave that was later." I'm just like, that
Obvious-
doesn't answer our question.
Yeah.
Obviously, this wasn't something they wanted us to find, was it? Well,
It's just
he's
like, well, you
what,
probably
15?
shouldn't take grave goods, my dude.
He's like 15. It's fine. He doesn't know
Um,
much. He's a little stupid.
and yeah, he has he continues the conversation before with Oz, who was just like, you know what? It's okay if you don't want to come to the ceremony. I would just really, really appreciate it, as he crunches the bones in his shoulder.
He puts like a vice grip on his shoulder.
And then
Gilbert is over there freaking out, like, "Oh man, I can't say no to that."
he goes away and he gets chewed out by Miss Kate for being too dirty. And he starts to get ready. Everybody goes their separate ways and starts to get ready for the ceremony this evening.
During this scene, we do see like his neck. And
Yeah,
there are fingerprints there.
he's
Yeah.
changing his clothing, and he's just like, it felt so real. It's like he was really strangling me. And he's just like, yeah, he has bruises. And we cut away from him to young Gilbert, who is sitting with the clothes, and he's just like, oh my god, oh geez, oh man, what do I do? What do I do? Oh god. And as he's sitting there, there's another voice behind him who's just like, oh, those clothes are so pretty. Let me look too. And it's a robed figure who just takes him away.
He got
Uh,
yoinked.
And when night falls and we cut away to a long shot of all the carriages coming in, this is apparently a big deal event because a bunch of the landed gentry are coming out to this ceremony. Not just a private family thing. And we cut up into the hills where a number of robed gentlemen are looking down on the whole affair. And I believe they mentioned something about the prophecy as well. And
Points. Is
about
that
time
good?
moving again.
Do you think that's good, chat? Hey,
Uh,
chat.
and when we rejoin Gilbert again, he's turning circles in his new outfit, just round and around and around. And he says, just says, "Don't I look like a prince?" She's just like, "Oh yes, oh yes. It looks lovely. Does it fit well?" And she's just like, "Well, it's a little short, but I think I can make it work." She says, "You can absolutely make it work." And that's basically the end. They imply that they're going to do stuff to Oz at his coming of age ceremony.
And is Gilbert like possessed now? What's going on?
It seems to be that Gilbert is possessed, and also we do see the girl I assume to be Alice in the other
Right.
world, hearing the
Right, yeah.
the melody from the pocket watch again and becoming alerted. And yeah, that's the end of it. It's got a very 2009 outro as well. It's just
Extremely of its era. Oh yeah.
i.e. nude woman.
Yeah.
Yes. Overlaid with the parts of the clock so that you like the parts are like
Clocks and change
strategically
and shit.
chopped out. It's
More
it's very
Castlevania music.
it's stylish in its own way. I didn't hate it.
They understood the assignment.
Mhm. All right. So overall, what do we think about this? Was there enough mystery in this to hook us?
I liked the amount of mystery. This was intriguing to me.
Eh,
It's the type of nostalgia
it's not
bait that was
right.
made
Yes.
for me
Yes.
specifically.
No, I can 100% see how this is nostalgia bait. I personally feel like I didn't see enough.
I mean, fair. It does, like you said, feel like this was supposed to be something you watch a couple of episodes before you decide. We are not the 2-episode rule, but you know.
Remember that the name stems from the old 3-episode rule.
Yes, this is true.
But yeah, I feel exactly neutral about this. I feel like it has both the potential to go somewhere and also both the potential to like really irritate me. Because
Yeah.
it feels like the kind of story that could get really stupid really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
I am intrigued that that the character Gilbert, if you look at the characters on the My Anime List site,
Baskerville.
Gilbert for some reason is listed as 24 years old.
Can I just say
think
something?
there's some sort of there must be some sort of time skip of some sort. I don't really understand how that works.
Can I
Go ahead.
spoil something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When Oz gets back from the world that what do you call it? That Alice was
Abyss.
in.
When
The
he gets
Abyss.
back from
10
Wonderland.
years pass.
Yes. Oh shit. Okay.
That's
Fascinating.
all I know. I was briefly looking at the My Anime list there before we
He's
recorded.
still a little boy.
Hmm.
So yeah, I definitely couldn't say if this was food for me. I'd definitely watch another episode if I had a beer
Yeah,
and
that's
somebody
fair.
else to watch it with.
That's fair. I think I have the same assessment.
I could see myself going out for another episode or a few on my own.
Like,
Mhm.
I feel like sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, not really. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like this would be like in a prime like Toonami block with like March and Awakens Romance and like Escaflowne and
This
Slayers.
would be like playing alongside Black Butler or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Let's go. Flona and Slayers is a '90s Toonami block. This is gonna air next to like Blood Plus and fucking Trinity Blood.
Yeah.
That's fair. I guess I
This
was
is
thinking
gonna air
less time
alongside-
frame and more like vibes.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is whatever follow up to whatever Naruto arc they're on. Well, if you'd like to attend our coming of age ceremony, you can do
Oh.
that at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one word, not the number. Our coming of age ceremonies have long since gone by, but you can still talk to us. We're on Twitter.
We can
we're
do
on
it
Blue
again.
Sky. We could have
You want to use
Listen.
you want to put the leeches on my back?
Oh God, what the hell?
Well, guys, we gotta go.
We're getting lost in the plot here. One episode cast. On Twitter, Blue Sky. Come check us out. Say hi.
And remember,
know-
next time you
I'm-
see a bush, it might be a tree.
I
Might
know
be a
you
tree.
fuckers. I know you fuckers remember Turn A Gundam.
I know. Turn
Samus wrote a whole
Gundam.
damn video essay about it.
Go watch the video essay.